in classwork, you can create assignments, you can post questions, you can add quizzes, you can add material, for example, rubric, syllabus, graphic organizers. So this is where all of the work the students will go to work within your classroom. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is how to create an assignment. So you click on assignment and you give it the title. I suggest titling it exactly the same thing that you have the resources for in your Google Drive. For example, this is going to be called Finding Fake News. It's a digital citizenship lesson. So students, well, I'm not going to start out that way. Watch the video and take notes on what seems important to you. Then go through the slide presentation and take notes in the speaker notes section. What is in common with what you learned from the video? And what else you feel is important. Then I could have them write a summary, or I got this from Common Sense Media. I'd probably just pull in the worksheet from Common Sense and have them fill that in. So finally, fill in the worksheet with a partner. So we'll just make this ungraded again. I'm going to have this one due. So the due date doesn't show up unless you click in that blank spot. Always defaults to the next day. So I'm going to make it due the following Friday, just to give them plenty of time. And then for topic, I'm going to create a topic of digital citizenship because this is non-going. You'll notice here, this is new, create a rubric. I'll be doing a video on how to create a rubric. So first of all, I'm going to find that video by going here and let's see. So I already had vetted this video. I went on YouTube and found a video. 4 minutes is tops, 2 minutes is sweet. Sixth grade could probably do 3 minutes. So this one's 3 minutes long, and it actually moves along pretty quickly. So there's my video. The next thing is I want them to go through the slide presentation that was created by Common Sense. And I have that in my Google Drive because I went on to Common Sense and saved it. So we'll click on the drive and then let's see, we'll go to the folder that I believe it is in. It's called Finding Credible. Let's see. There it is. And then lastly, I have this worksheet. So I'm going to add the worksheet that is also in my Google Drive. So I'm going to go to my drive and click on, it's weird that it's not coming up. Usually it does. Grade 6. Finding Incredible News, digital, here it is. So now they have, actually that is not the correct one. So I'm going to click on that. I'm actually going to click on here. Oh, it's because I haven't made my own copy. So when you get stuff from Common Sense Media, you got to go to File and make a copy. Okay. Now this is in my personal drive because I work out of my personal drive and throw everything into a folder in my personal drive that is always shared with my work drive. So I'm going to go into my drive and find that and drag it to my work folder. Let me go back to my classroom. Sorry about that. So now it's in there. I can go to my drive and it's called copy of 6th grade 6. there it is. So now they have all three pieces. Now you have to go back. Anything that the students are going to be interacting with does not include a video. So for example, here's a Google slide deck. They can view this. I don't want them to have their own copy. Once they view it, they'll have, it'll be in their classroom folder. But this one right here, it can't stay as view. It has to be not edit, because that means all students are on the same file. It has to be make a copy for each student. And when you do that, the student clicks on it, it's in their drive, they fill in the information, then they can turn it in to you and they will have their own copy of the handout. Now, notice down here, there's a little drop down. That's because you can schedule your assignments. So over the weekend, you could create everything for the entire week, tell it when you want it to populate, and then each day they will appear, or each time of the day they'll appear. You could also save it as a draft. Maybe you wanted to call someone and get more information before you scheduled it, so you could save it as a draft. But right now I know I've got the video, I've got the slide presentation, which takes the place of an article, and then I've got something for the students to work on to turn into me so I can assign it. And it just takes a second for it to assign. And now I have my digital citizenship and I have my finding fake news. I click on it and all the pieces are there. There are no students in this class yet, so you'll see 0, 0. But as your students populate your class, you'll have, your 42, and then maybe 0 have turned in, and then it'll drop down to 38, 4 have turned it in. So you would click right here and it'll take you right to the dashboard where the assignments will appear right here, and all your students' names will be here, and it'll show who's turned it in, who hasn't, and this is where you will go through the grading process. So that's how you create an assignment. Reach out to me if you need more support, and more videos to come.